Hey, hello traders. Welcome to our daily forex forecast. And as you can see, today is 1st October, Independent Day in Nigeria. And I want to wish my Nigerian traders use this opportunity for those who watch my videos to say a happy Independent Day. To wish you a happy Independent Day, and I hope this year which will lead to a revolutionary change in our system in the Nigerian political system and every other systems and in our own life as well. And I wish you a happy new month. And everyone, thank you guys for keeping up with me and coming to watch my video every day. I really appreciate. Thank you, thank you. God bless you, and welcome to our daily forex forecast again. And today we are going to look out for what is the next. What are we going to look out for tomorrow, Thursday, and ahead of NFP? I'm going to tell you this before we begin. Tomorrow is going to be a choppy price action. There's nothing going to be much on tomorrow candles. Right, I'm going to tell you that, but that does not mean market will have to succumb to my will and do the way I said. But I'm just going to tell you that this is more likely to happen every Thursday of NFP week. So knowing that, let's dive into what happens today. Now, this is the daily contract for the DXY, which is the daily contract for DXY. We have seen that on the XY price has rallied lower, and again today candle delivered impulsively into this fair value gap, but also we have an inversion fair value gap here on a daily time frame, and price has reached onto that inversion fair value gap and reject higher, which indicates what a bullish move. And if you see the body of this candle, the body keep respecting this order block, which is the daily order block. Now, if you want to know the monthly perspective, the higher time frame, then you need to go and watch our monthly forex forecast, which we did yesterday. So now the price has reacted off of this inversion fair value gap. I'm going to give you a takeaway now. Inversion fair value gap are more important than the normal regular fair value gap like this kind of fair value gap. Inversion fair value gap are very much stronger than this normal fair value gap, right? That's what I'm going to tell you now, and you can go and study it on your charts, right? I like to take trade when I see inversion fair value gap. So haven't us knowing this, let's go to the 4 hour time frame. Now on the 4 hour, we see that price reject, right? On today price market open, rally lower. We feel all this inversion fair, all this fair value gap, sorry, all this fair value gap on the 4 hour time frame, and we fail. This was I was anticipating for if price to continue going lower after this daily inversion fair value gap, which is this purple line. If price continue to go lower, we should use this internal range liquidity turtle soup, right? This lower turtle soup, but price did not reach there. But this inversion fair value gap is enough. Now, tomorrow, going in tomorrow on the 4 hour time frame, if because ahead of NFP, this is everything that they are doing now is telling us that NFP is bullish on the dollar. They can't hide it again. But now, NFP, they might weak people out before going higher, meaning they will just price impulsively lower, maybe even reach this internal range liquidity also before going higher, right? Before going higher. But what about tomorrow? Tomorrow, price is going to remain on this range. That they are not going to price candle higher, right? It's just because this is manual intervention, which is human intervention, not the algorithmic price delivery. But anyway, we are going to see how it deliver. Whether what we I talked about did not play out, but we can actually see market sweep this high, right? Maybe deliver higher, sweep this high, draw back again into this range. But you see this low and this high would be my preferred range to see price remain on if we are bullish and price should not go higher. Now on the hourly time frame, we have seen how price reject, right? How price rally higher from equal highs, which is why we can see price sweep this equal highs, then price back into the range. And yes, we see how price takes this low, I start to soup it again, go higher, and it's just choppy on the DXY. So what are we looking out for tomorrow? Since we know it is pre-NFP, we can actually see price reach this level or this swing high, but not this turtle soup. Although we have a daily fair value gap above here, a daily fair value gap, which the turtle soup represent the fair value gap. Maybe we might see price reach here, deliver fast into this level before going lower, but I am not interested in seeing price going there, and they are going to keep price around this area till Thursday, which till Friday. So let's go to the euro US dollar. I had like to spend more time here, just like 6 minutes, right? Because I have 20 minutes, so I'm trying to divide it for 5 minutes per pair, but I'm going to spend 6 minutes on this pair. And please subscribe to this channel, like, comment, and share this video. Thank you, and God bless you. Now on the daily time frame, we have seen that price reach out to the level, or I called out on our euro US dollar monthly uh monthly analysis, which is yesterday. You can go and watch it. Now if we go on a lower time frame, we're going to see the POI that was tapped. Market trade into that level, reject. We didn't Market did not even reach this fair value gap today, and the fair value gap remain untapped, which is relatively to the fair value gap I called out on the euro on the DXY. So if price reach tomorrow, we can't expect price to reach this fair value gap, reject, and remain on this range. But this high should not be reached on euro US dollar. Even NFP, no matter how NFP weak higher, it should not reach this level. That means this is what I want to call my highest high of next month, right? This is where I want to see highest high of next month if the month is bearish. Now on a lower time frame, which is the 4-hour time frame, this is the level I called out yesterday, right? See the market deliver it to the tick. This is the 4-hour fair value gap plus order block, this order block, bearish order block, and this fair value gap. This is the main fair value gap. All this is not important. Go and learn your fair value gap properly. You will understand why I use this high and this low as my main fair value gap and how price reacted to it, right? Go and learn it from ICT. He is the one that coined it. So go and learn a fair value gap properly from him, not all these mentors who doesn't know what they're doing. So price reach the level, break lower, and we sweep that previous high, equal highs I call that was formed yesterday, that I point out. Price reach the rally lower. Now we have relative equal lows. All these price is engineering here, liquidity above and below. This is on a 4-hour. You can see this is ranging market, although yeah, it's still tradable. Even me, I traded it today, but anyway, that doesn't actually gives us a complete confluence, and price rejected lower. Right now, what are we expecting on a 4-hour time frame? I want to see price reach and sweep this liquidity, any of this liquidity, then price higher. And don't forget, if I'm to add this on chart, we have a fair value gap here, which price is using as a support. Now this is for our fair value gap, and you can see how many times price has reached into it. Price might still reach into it tomorrow. We could have broken below, but because of NFP, price will reach into it tomorrow, rally back higher into this range. But I'm not in support of price coming back all the way to reach this today high. So the Wednesday we actually formed the high of this week, just like I point out on our weekly forex forecast. You can watch them, and yeah, you can go and watch them. So this is the hourly time frame, and what are we looking out for on the euro US dollar hourly contract? Now on the hourly time frame, we can see that this relative equal lows is here, and now if you look vividly, we have an unmitigated bullish order block. That means a bullish order block that has not been used on an hourly time frame, which also will support a high price to go higher back into this range, right? I am just very interested in seeing the market or the algorithm keep price around this area ahead of NFP before we see NFP rally lower. So that is just it for the euro US dollar. We are bearish. I will not advise anybody to take a long trade, right? Don't try to take a long trade because you can get your ass whipped. We are bearish. So if we present any bearish trade, then you can take it, right? So this is it for the euro US dollar. Let's go to the cable. Now on the cable, now I called these areas out yesterday, but on the cable I wasn't so interested in seeing price coming back all the way to this level. There is a smaller time frame key level I caught out here, but price rally above it and comes all the way to this level. Now the daily candle has not totally closed yet, but I am interested to see the daily candle close below this candle high. Not, I don't want to see have a close above candle on this GBP, that is a close below candle, but it's still bullish, just like the way this candle is bullish but close below this candle. Don't forget what I usually say: a close above indicate higher prices and a wick above indicates lower prices. Now we can see a large wick above, which indicate lower prices. And yeah, if we close above this and this candle can now be what? CRT first candle, CRT second candle, right? So the third candle will actually seek for this low, but because of NFP we cannot easily accept price to reach here. But yeah, price is going to continue to range around this area, as around this zone. So let's go to the lower time frame and see where we can see, wow, this is more interesting on a lower time frame. Now this for our rejection block, these two candle, what do we call it, right? The engulfing candles, or what they call it. But yeah, we can see a very rejection candle. I had a call it a rejection candle. Price rejected lower, and this order block was used even to the 50%, right, which render it invalid. And that means you know how many liquidity has been pulled out from this market today, because a lot of people would have used this order block, right, trade this order block. Now because of NFP, I didn't try to take a long time trade on any pair, because NFP can do their own wickedness and price anyhow they want it. But yeah, we see that this order block was not respected, because if it was supposed to be respected, the body of the candle shouldn't close above it. That was what I was trying to say on the daily time frame, that if we go on a lower time frame, I was expecting euro to reach, sorry, GBP to reach this level and continue to go or remain on above that level. But yeah, NFP can just give us a distorted price, but yes, the narrative still represent what? A lower price action. And what you know why you should not even be scared is the fact that look at every time frame I've been showing you, or every market I've been showing you, the dollar index, the euro, and including this one, we see that all of them has relative equal lows below, which is why we can expect a draw on liquidity, because that is support and resistance. This is a support, and people, mm, uninformed traders are going to put their entry here in anticipating for higher prices, and they're going to get their ass whipped, because they are not going to be in the direction, in the higher time frame direction, or the institutional order flow, right? Now this is where we get interesting, right? This is where it gets interesting. I've been talking about our inversion fair value gap. Now we have inversion fair value gap here, right? And price has not tapped on it completely, right? So we have an inversion fair value gap here. But if tomorrow candle on the GBP, price should rally lower, then retest on this inversion fair value gap. I don't want to see this high reached again on GBP. The price should reach this level again. Now, there is something I used to say, that GBP usually have smaller range when it is going higher, but today we did not see that. The range was even larger than euro US dollar. Why? Because of news events. So they distorted prices, right? But it's still tradable. And if you are in my community, you see the trade we took yesterday and how. So if price should reach this level, price higher, right? We have unmitigated fair value gap here, but look at just relative equal lows. So if they are going to price NFP lower on GBP, then we should still price should still remain around this level. I am going to be around tomorrow trading this market, but I am not going to take any trade tomorrow. So, but I'm just going to be present and keep read it, just like my mentor used to see. Now, onto the BTC. Now we see that Bitcoin has swept this high, which is our the external range liquidity I called out because in on a monthly perspective, I want to see this high swept, especially when yesterday price has shown a rejection around this level and is willing to seek for this high. Now we have swept this high. I want us to close deeply below, right? Today candle close should be deeply below. Sorry, I forgot the need to expand my candles because since I'm using black and white, some of you might not be able to see it, but I think I like black and white. It's very the color is appealing to my eyes. So now we've seen a sweep on this liquidity, which is our external range liquidity plus turtle soup. Now you already know the theory of my turtle soup. If it is a turtle soup, price should not close above this high. If we close above this high, that means this is not a turtle soup, and that is there is a complete change in institutional order flow for Bitcoin. Now on Bitcoin, I can really say since they are pricing Bitcoin higher, that's also indicating that NFP is going to be very bearish, and those that has been on long position are going to get their ass whipped and the market will just fall, right? But anyway, anything can happen, especially since the if you watch our monthly market review, what we see on the monthly on Bitcoin, you see that it's very important that Bitcoin might still be bullish and will not go lower, right? But whether we like it or not, we are going to see lower prices before higher prices. All these higher prices, they are not going to just continue it like this. It's going to come lower before we see continuation. So on a 4 hourly time frame, what do we see? We see fair value gap here, which is just a range gap, and we see our CRT first candle. Let me expand this again. We see our CRT first candle, second candle, and this is just here. So I'm anticipating for price to just respect this high and continue to go lower. Otherwise, then Bitcoin is bullish. If we had a close above this high, Bitcoin is actually bullish. Although NFP might take it lower, but it will just continue going higher. So that is just it for Bitcoin and nothing really much. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Before I finish, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you do, please and please just subscribe to this channel and give me a thumbs up. That will help me a lot in this journey, right? I'm trying to build this channel, so help me share the video, reach out to other traders. Thank you so much. Comment so that the algorithm will push the video to other traders. Thank you so much and God bless you. Now the last but not the least, the Bitcoin hourly time frame. Now this is a rejection lower, although respect the fair value gap and is showing momentum to go higher. So all you have to do is wait for the Bitcoin daily candle to close. When we close, then I am going to see if we close above this high, then Bitcoin is likely to be a complete bullish price action going in next month. Thank you so much. God bless you. See you tomorrow.